A great way to become a faster runner is fartlek training. I added fartlek runs to my training over a year ago, so today I want to talk about what that has done for my training and how it can help you become a faster runner. Now, if you're not familiar with fartlek running, let me explain real quick what it is. A fartlek run is kind of an interval run. You start out with a warm-up run for about 10 minutes. Then you pick something that's on your path that you can run to. Set that as your goal. You pick up your pace to about 5K running pace. Then when you get to your goal, you slow down. You don't stop running. You keep running, but at your regular training pace, or maybe a little bit slower if you need to. That's your time to recover. You pick something else that's up ahead that you will run to then. And then when you get there, you speed it up again to a point that you set then that you can see. You repeat this about 5 to 10 times depending on your level, and you do a cooling down run of 10 minutes after that. So that's fartlek running in a nutshell. So why do I like it so much and how does it help you? Well, it helps you to run faster by actually training to run faster. You're normally not running at that pace for your long runs, so you're actually training to run faster, and you're training to recover while you're running. Also, it mixes up your runs. Your runs are always different. The distance that you're running is different. The sets that you're running, the amounts of sets are always different. So it's a nice change from just doing long runs that can get maybe a little bit boring. It has really helped me with my speed and my endurance. And that's the great thing about fartlek runs, is that you notice improvements in your training fairly quickly. Already after doing fartlek training for 2 or 3 times, you can notice the difference. Whether it's that you're running longer stretches, that you're running faster, or that you're doing more sets, or that you're recovering quicker, you notice the difference in your training. And yeah, that can work very motivational. Now, with your long runs, when you're doing long runs and you get to a certain point, a lot of times you get to that point and you don't really notice that much improvement in your running anymore. So it's great to have something like this where you can actually still see that you're improving, that what you're doing in your training is helping. Now, I talked about motivation in my video last week, and one thing that is really motivational for your training is to see improvement in your training. So fartlek runs can be very motivational that way, and not just for your fartlek training, but it can also keep you more motivated to do your long runs and do your strength training. And by being more motivated to do those, they can actually become better workouts as well. So has fartlek training actually made me a faster runner? Now, it's hard to attribute improvement to one specific thing. You're doing a lot of things in your training, but still, I think I can say that fartlek training has made me a faster runner. The thing that I think I benefit from the most, though, from fartlek running is the ability to recover quicker while you're still running. A lot of times during my races, I go out too fast at the start, or there are people in front of me that I want to get away from, so I speed up to pass them. Sometimes you just go too hard on your race and you need to slow down. And then it's great to be able to recover quicker while you're running, especially during your race. Now, don't think that you need to replace all your runs for fartlek runs now, that fartlek running is somehow the quick fix to becoming a better runner. Fartlek running is an intense workout, so you should do them once a week at the most. You still need to put in the distance for your long runs, do your strength training, It's just a nice addition to your training. It mixes up your runs and gives you some variety in your training. The fun thing about fartlek runs is that you kind of pick and choose what you do. The distance that you speed up, the distance that you recover, the amount of sets that you do, and the next time you do a fartlek training can be completely different. I think fartlek running is a great way to train, and even if you're not worried about becoming a faster runner, I think fartlek running can be a great addition to your training, if only for the motivation that it gives you to see improvement in your training. So are you doing fartlek runs or interval runs on your training? Or are you planning to add fartlek runs to your training now? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And until next time, get out there and run.